Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Cordant. We are back for some more Pillars of Eternity 2 Deadfire. So, we are just about finished with Queen's Birth. I think we have explored every single place in this area. We've done some quests, we picked up some other quests, and I think now it's time to go to a different region. My idea is to exit through the northern exit of the map, because I was told this would lead into Neketaka Palace, which is for our main quest here, the Veins of Eora. But before we do that, I am going to level up my companions. So I looked over these before I started the new episode, and over here I think I'm just gonna start giving some points in alchemy to Eder as well, because I feel that he's gonna be in the front line. Well, he's our main tank, so he's gonna be in the front line for sure. And fights have not been easy thus far. So if I can find some way to maybe increase the potential he can gain from drugs, which, you know, is not good, but it might just give him the edge we need for those, you know, specific battles. So hopefully alchemy can help out in that regard. Otherwise I'm just gonna keep pumping some points in athletics, or maybe just some points in explosives. Although I haven't been using these yet, so I don't think I'm gonna do it. At least not for Eder. As for the passive skills, I mean, we have survival, intimidate, not much else. I think I'm just gonna keep going survival, because I don't know what else to do with him. So, going to level 7, we're gonna get an additional ability point for both our fighter and rogue classes. So for this one, we have one choice to make here, in terms of Discipline Barrage branching out. It branches out either to Discipline Strikes, which will upgrade the Aware Inspiration into Intuitive. So the Aware gives us plus 5 Perception and 50% of grazes converted to hits. This one will also give us this buff of 25% of hits also go to crits. And you get Concentration as normal. The other choice being Tactical Barrage, which will give us the Aware as normal, Concentration as normal, but we will also gain Acute. So we will be gaining 5 Perception, 5 Intellect, plus 1 to all power levels, and everything else we got already. So I think this one is more interesting, because converting hits to crits, I'm not sure if it's really that important for Eder. I think having more Intellect, making his buffs and debuffs last longer, is more important, and, you know, plus 1 to all power levels, even though I'm not yet very familiar with how this entire power level thing works, I think might play out as the better choice for the future. I think this will be my choice. The other things we have is Mule Kick, which is an upgrade from Knockdown. It's a powerful attack that knocks enemies into the air and then prone, leaving them disoriented. So disoriented, minus 5 perception, plus 50% recovery time, and flanked, which is quite good. I'm just not sure how this works. this knock up and then prone, maybe it just means they are disabled for longer. Not sure. It does have a bonus accuracy and bonus damage, but it's kind of the same thing as knockdown, except this one deals more damage as well. Then we have Penetrating Strike for only 1 discipline, 20% bonus damage and 3 bonus penetration, quite good, but this will be more DPS focused, so not for right now. We also have an upgrade to our Constant Recovery. By default this gives us 5 health, like this it would give us 7 health. 3 seconds, okay, same thing. A minor improvement, but could be handy. And then over here I think there's really not anything particularly special. Hold the line, we already have the Defender stance for more enemies engaged, so I don't think I need it. So right now I'm gonna go for Tactical Barrage. Hopefully it will help out. Then for our Rogue ability tree, I'm gonna go for something I mentioned, I think like right on the first or second episode, which is one of the reasons that made me want to try out Eder as a fighter rogue. And it's the Riposte one. Because Riposte, the rogue looks for openings to counterattack in combat. So, incoming melee attacks that target deflection and miss have a chance of allowing an instant full attack riposte. Now, the idea being, I like to build there with as much deflection as possible, so have him be in the middle of a bunch of enemies, and the enemies would miss because of the very high deflection. It would just mean free, full attacks on everybody. And I like that idea. I'm not sure exactly how it's gonna play out, but we're gonna test it out. So, Tactical Barrage for the Fighter class, Riposte for the Rogue class, and we're done with it there. Next one is gonna be Seraphon. For Seraphon, I am going to give him some more stealth because he's mainly our scout and just robbing things. Can always be useful. For the passive skills, I'm a little bit unsure. I think I'm just gonna keep giving him Insight. Might come in handy. It also benefits the rest of the party, so could be cool. So, for our Barbarian class, there's a bunch of good choices here. I like the Barbaric Yell, making everybody in a cone, that's the bad part, shaken for 20 seconds, and shaken is quite nice. It lowers their defenses and also their power levels. We have the Barbaric Blow, which is a full attack, dealing a lot more damage. This one is new, from 3rd level, Wild Sprint. It will make you nimble for 6 seconds and immune to engagement. Not something I'm gonna be spending points right now. One stands alone sounds nice. 20% extra melee damage and +1 enemy required to be flanked, which just means he's gonna be safer in combat. Then he has Combat Focus, Bull's Will. Bloody Slaughter is against low health targets. Not gonna concern myself with that at the moment. And then Bloodlust, if you kill someone, you get 20% action speed for 10 seconds. You need to kill, and Seraphon hasn't really been much of a killer up to this point. He's mostly just died in the fights he's been on, so not very confident on that. So I actually think, I was thinking about going for the Barbaric Yell for the Shaken here, but maybe I'm gonna try and make him a little bit safer and also deal some more damage here with one stands alone. So we're gonna see how this works. Let me just check. It grants a melee damage bonus when the Barbarian is near 2 or more enemies and requires... Yeah, okay. So we're gonna go with this one. And on the Cypher side, there are just... there are so many choices. I'm very unsure of what to do. I could go for 2-weapon style, because that's how I've been using him. I could maybe swap him for 2-handed style, I'm not sure. But then there's also a bunch of spells, so there's so much to choose from. And I was thinking between the Ecto-Psychic Echo, which deals 7 to 13 crush damage in a line to all enemies, only enemies. The other choice being Mental Binding, so this one would paralyze a foe for 6 seconds and immobilize anybody else in the area. This one targets Fortitude, so I don't think it's gonna happen that much. And also, this one targets Reflex, so it kinda depends. I'm very unsure. I think I'm gonna go for, for the Mental Binding here, because in PoE1 this spell was always quite impressive. So we're gonna try it out here and see if it works fine as well. So that's Seraphon. Our next level up is gonna be Shoti. So for Shoti, I'm gonna give us some more Arcana because I wanted to cast spells from scrolls. We've used a bunch of scrolls already, so I want more, or more ability, I mean, to cast scrolls. Religion, keep on dumping on that, and we have access to level 4 priest spells. We are gonna get Circle of Protection for free, so plus 15 to all defenses, quite nice. Duration though, it sucks. This is, in my opinion, a big downgrade from PoE1. It's only 5 meter radius from the caster, you can't even target it. The duration is extremely low, although the buff is nice, so. As for level 4 spells, we have Shining Beacon, which is cool. The radius is small, however. It will lower all of the defenses of anybody in the area. It will also apply a burn debuff over 9 seconds, and the accuracy is will, which is good. We have Triumph of the Crusaders, which means that everybody that gets affected by this, and again, extremely low radius, When one of my party members kills an opponent, he will gain 80 health. Not bad. And they will also gain the strong buff for 1 minute, which is quite nice. Then we have Litany for the body. It will make a single target hardy, so +5 constitution and armor rating for 1 minute. Would be good for it there. Devotions for the Faithful, one of my favorite spells in PoE1. This has a somewhat weird radius because it says 2.5 plus 2.5. Not sure what this does. Friendly AoE, +4 to might, +10 to accuracy for 30 seconds. And foe AoE, -4 to might, -10 accuracy for 30 seconds. So it's both a buff and a debuff. Very nice spell. This one I will take for sure. And then we also have Divine Terror, making everybody, foes, frightened for 20 seconds. This is actually a very powerful debuff in my opinion. -5 resolve, -3 to all power levels, and cannot use hostile abilities. It's quite lovely. And I'm kind of torn. Well, I like a lot of stuff here. I like Shining Beacon, I like Divine Terror, but I also like this one, which I've never used. Spell Shaping. Allows the caster to shape area of effect spells, modifying their area and power level. So while casting targeted area of effect spells, we gain the ability to increase or decrease the size of the area at the cost or benefit of power level. So I guess we can make the area smaller and gain a power level boost, or we can make it larger and lose a power level value. I don't know which one. So I don't know if I want the Divine Terror or if I want Spell Shaping, but my way of thinking here as well is that when we get our first level 4 spell, or any new power level spell, you only get 1 cast per encounter, which is horrible in my mind, but still. Which means that even if I picked both of these, I can only use 1 per fight. And I think if I have to choose, out of all of this, only 1 spell per fight, Devotions for the Faithful is going to be my choice. So right now I'm going to pick Spell Shaping to try it out, see how it works, and Devotions for the Faithful. That's our level up done. Next up is Mr. Aloth. And for Aloth, I'm gonna keep going for Arcana as well. The same reasoning as Shoti, I want him to be able to cast spells from scrolls. And for the passive skills, I'm gonna give him Metaphysics. I think it's the one that most of my other companions are lacking, so it makes sense to go this way. As for the spells, so again, we have access to level 4 spells, and there's a bunch of nice level 4 spells. I love Confusion. It can be very, very powerful, although the radius I think is shorter in this game. Pool of Eora, I really like this one on PoE1. Although I'm not sure if I would pick this if I have to pick it versus the rest, but I do like this spell. I love Wall of Flame to just keep damaging and keep interrupting foes, quite good as well. It can even combo with Combusting Wounds, so just keep on burning, keep on ticking damage, keep on triggering the Combusting Wounds. Oops, not this one. I like the Riding Tentacles. I do like them in PoE1. I ended up not using them that much because I didn't really feel the need to have more stuff on the battleground. And when I did, I had a lot of summons, which is not the case in this game. I don't have any summons yet. So I think this could be a powerful addition. And in that regard, I think I'm actually gonna go for the summons and either Confusion or Wall of Flame. This is where I'm most most confused about. I'm gonna go with Confusion, mostly because when I think of spells that are very relevant, and this brings me back to Baldur's Gate, Confusion, or in that case Chaos, is just so powerful against big enemy fights or a large number of enemy fights. I'm gonna take Confusion, and then later I'm gonna take Wall of Flame. And I'm also interested in the spell shaping the same way as Shoti. There's too much stuff to pick from. What can I do? And finally, our main character, Mr. Tiny Mustache Man. I'm gonna give him some more mechanics, because I think we need them. And for the passive skills, beats me, man. I think I'm gonna go for Diplomacy. I have more in Bluff, but Shoti doesn't really appreciate Skullduggery, so I think I'm gonna try and lean into Diplomacy a little bit more. We have more party help as well, so hopefully it will be nice. As for our level ups, so here for the Ranger, we have a branching out of Wounding Shot. We can either have Hobbling Shot, which kind of overlaps with what we already have from the Crippling Strike on the Rogue, or we can have the Accurate Wounding Shot. This is a big one. It gives us 20 bonus accuracy. This means more crits. So yeah, more crits, more damage. I think it works very well with an Assassin, just to make sure that our shot out of stealth hits as powerfully and as accurately as possible. Really like this choice. Other than that, I do like the evasive roll, just making myself quick, especially because then it can evolve into evasive fire, which means when you use this, and it only costs 1 bond, you get the quick buff, and you also shoot somebody in the face, just by doing that. In terms of passives, I think the most interesting one here is Predator Senses. This makes our animal companion, Mr. Piggy, deal 50% more damage against creatures suffering a damage over time effect, which works very well with Wounding Shot. But right now I intend on making my rogue more powerful rather than just the animal companion more powerful. So Accurate Wounding Shot is a choice. And for the rogue tree, we have the evolution of Crippling Strike in Arterial Strike, which just makes if somebody keeps running with this debuff, they will take raw damage. I don't think it's very useful because on most fights I'm going to be shooting stationary targets, so not really something I'm looking for. Debilitating Strike will still apply Hobbled, but it will also apply Distracted, so another nice debuff, -5 Perception and Flanked. So I will choose this in the future for sure. We also have Smoke Veil, which I also need quite badly. And also very importantly, we have Finishing Blow. This one, just like in PoE1, the less HP the enemy has, the more damage this is gonna deal. It requires 2 Guile, so it's kind of costly, but still. And Strike the Bell, I'm not sure if I'm gonna have room for it in my build, but this just makes it so that ranged attacks gain a +3 to penetration. And you also get a +2 from penetration just by the skill itself. So effectively, for ranged weapons, this means +5 penetration and +25% damage. So, very nice. As for the passives, I don't think there's anything here that I want for a ranged rogue. What does this do? Ah. Okay. So, I was very inclined to go for the Finishing Blow. But to be quite honest, I think I would benefit more by taking Smoke Veil here. Because there have been times where I wanted to get away from a combat and I had to just run away. And this making me invisible and untargetable, I think would be the better choice. I'm actually gonna go for this. And then I'm gonna go for Finishing Blow eventually. So, a very powerful offensive choice and a very powerful defensive choice. And that's our level ups done. Man, it took a while to get through this, but I had to explain the reasoning here. So, we're gonna go north. Oh, I can't even... Wait, there's a lot of choices, man. I don't know where the palace is, but I'm gonna guess it's where it says crown. So, I'm gonna make my way north. Oh, come on. A Principe group notices you walking and approaches you in the street. Well, I mean, I have been wanting more combat, but I don't appreciate ambushes. I like to be the one ambushing. And these are a lot of enemies as well. Oh. Seraphon stops as the other pirates approach, his fists balled. The heat of his anger flushes your skin, then seeps beneath, simmering your thoughts.
Hold up, Cap. That be Malnage,
Oh.
the High Queen Sea Devil of the Deadfire herself, awaiting us like a shark in hate.
Ooh, keep calm, Seraphon.
Steady as the sea, Cap.
A flash of ice-cold loathing cuts through the heat of Seraphon's anger, threatening to wash over you. Okay. Now, I'm not sure if I want to fight against it or just see what he has to say, because there might be some relevant information here. So let's let the visions come. Aching shoulders, aching wrists, aching ankles, bound and gagged, the filthy rag in your mouth soaked through and briny, every breath like drowning, hanging from the bowsprit, the rise and fall of swells, the sea spray a chilling shock. Malna shouting from the bulwark. Ignore it, she says. Ignore it and focus, you useless sack of spider shit. Reality rushes back in like an approaching wave.
Captain, I've heard a mess and a half about you. Mostly good. Though I see your tasting company could use some refining.
Dude, let me just see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 enemies is too much.
Typical Malnage. Can't match my skill, so you try to spew shit.
I said take it easy, dude.
Boy, when you're as old as me, your skill will still be naught more than the untrained fumbling of an Adeiran maid to the refined workings of my mind.
The sailor's backing her chuckle. What brings you here, Malnash?
I've heard about your run-ins with Captains Benweth and Ferrante. Meeting the old Principe seems like. Almost makes a girl green. The envy of missing the party.
She grins, her mouth filled with sharp yellow teeth.
I'm tracking a man by the name of Rimaro. Traitor to the cause.
I know nothing about this.
Romaro ain't no traitor, you mind-blind sack of squid squirts.
Seraphon growls, fists tight and fur bristling. You feel the anger coil around him and spill outward, and your vision begins to swim. So yeah, again, I'm not sure if I should be fighting it, but I want to see more information. A sharp strike against your cheek, and your head hits wood hard. The wet of something rolling down the back of your scalp, clumping in your fur, and Malnash standing over you, fists balled, a flash like thunder and copper in your mouth, then an old man, eyes equal parts kindness and rage, hauling her back, shouting her down, turning to you, leaning in, the rage fleeing. The anger slides past and your vision resolves into the Neketaka street.
Captain, there'll be a bounty of some 4,000 pounds on Rimaro, quick or dead. I'd be willing to cut you 1/10 of that, here and now, if you give me any knowledge you might have stumbled across on your travels.
She glances again at Seraphon. I know nothing about this. Malnash's eyes narrow to sharp lines in her graying fur, and her lip curls back over her sharp teeth.
Careful, Watcher. You don't want to go making yourself an enemy of the Principe Sen Petrena. Anyone aids our enemies shares their fate, you know?
She draws a finger across her throat.
Fare thee well, Captain. See you around, Seraphon.
She turns on her heels and leads her crew away. Well, I am, on the one hand, sad, because I want to have more action in the game, and at the same time I'm happy because I don't think we would be able to beat that kind of party. Who knows? Let's continue going to Periki's Overlook. And yeah, I imagine that this isn't the place that holds the palace, but it should be like a midway point. Oh, I'm playing. Okay, not so much of a large area. Is this an imp? Best deals the dark cupboard. Master gets angry if I don't say that. Okay. Oh, that's Archimede's place. Wait, not this one. This one. Oh. From the famed wizard, Arkemir. I'm gonna steal some plants as well. Okay, so just like before, I want to explore the outer regions before I go into any of the houses. Okay, this guy sells food apparently. Maybe he has some candied nuts.
Today's catch, I say. Fresh and hot, spiced to the tongue of outsider and local alike.
The vendor gestures to a bed of hot coals in his wagon, a flavorsome scent rising from bundles of meat-stuffed leaves. Show me what you got. 1,000! Ooh. It is good, though. It is good. Oh, baby. And these are very good. Fried ugly. Man, these are very nice foods. Holy crap. Okay. The Luminous Bathhouse. Okay, we also have a quest for this. And people are inquiring about Shoti's lantern, apparently.
Poste Nago. You have truly put your foot in it this time.
This guy's name, Degnos.
Adolf Entre, you go to visit the Luminous Bathhouse, yes?
For an unmarried man? What? Perhaps? Why do you ask?
My satchel. Like a fool, I left it inside.
Why don't you just go get it?
My ship is due to sail from Neketaka with the next high tide. If I do not find it, my Kasita will surely throw me overboard. Merla, I cannot swim.
A look of horror spreads across his face.
I would go by myself, but the guards, they bar the doors to me without my Kasita present.
Okay.
They think I am a thief.
And he might be. He might just be luring me in to steal that for him. He stares at his feet, his hands an anxious twisting knot in front of him. Insight. Why can't you ask your Kasita to retrieve it then?
I would rather her not discover my incompetence.
Her eyes dart to the side as if looking for something or someone just outside his vision. An understandable concern. He bites his lower lip, uncertain whether or not to take your words at face value. Are you a thief?
No, of course not.
His eyes widen in fright and he waves his hands frantically before you in a warning gesture. Okay, he doesn't look like it, but I could help you find it.
Gelade, you mean it? Agrasima, I am in your debt.
This is thank you, right? Yeah, agradecimiento. The air of misery suffusing him lifts for a moment, his eyes go wide and he grins. Oh, perception. You notice a light sheen of sweat on his upper lip. He shifts his weight from foot to foot and stares at you intently.
There is one thing. Madiko, how could I have forgotten?
He tugs at the collar of his shirt as if he's suddenly much too hot.
If you could, do not open the satchel. The contents are... The information is...
He searches for the word.
Proprietary. You understand?
You request a favor, then attempt to dictate the terms of its fulfillment. Yeah, this is true.
No, I would not dare. You do me a great service, Aimiko.
He waves his hands frantically.
I am not so good at Ideiren, yes? Forgive my clumsy words.
He clasps your hands in his.
Please, when you find the satchel, meet me at Peddler's Canal in Queensberth.
Okay, dude. I won't open it. Another person looking for the lantern. Just leave Shoti alone. East exit. Another guy. Oh, another guy advertising for the dark cupboard. Who are you, my friend? Rasper. Hits converted to grazes and... Wait, sorry. Attacks against you are more likely to graze and your party is more effective with healing spells and potions. Okay. Yolfer's Raiments.
Did the Queen summon everyone to the palace?
Akira.
Water flowing through this timepiece keeps its mechanism in constant motion. Two named people.
Do you think
Kitty. Jules. +1 perception. And +5% healing done, okay.
The sea is true home, not smelly mountain.
An engraving at the base of the statue reads, Periki, first guild master of the Water Shapers Guild. She looks downcast and introspective. Worthless idiot.
What you want?
The imp recoils from you with a sharp hiss. What are you doing out here?
Arkemir doesn't let worthless idiot outside after worthless idiot sprayed dung on stupid tablet.
What?
But Arkemir not home.
A mischievous grin splits the imp's bony features.
So worthless idiot watches the ships come in, looks at all the tasty gulls.
Oh god. It sighs down at the vista of ocean and docks. Your name is Worthless Idiot?
Those Arkemir's big words. Gave name, but worthless idiot no understand.
Worthless Idiot wriggles a finger in its ear. I'm pretty sure he meant it as an insult.
That's so? Worthless idiot should ask Stinkfoot or Catbreath what they say.
Okay. You want to set sail and eat gulls? You're welcome aboard the Defiant. Not sure if he is. Okay, wait. Farewell. Quick save.
What you want?
The imp takes in your words, its eyes widening to the size of moist saucers. A flap of its wings carries it closer to whisper in your ear.
How often you beat your crew, huh?
It doesn't whisper at all, and the question sends a ringing through your ears. I don't. Not yet, at least.
No beatings? None?
It blinks, struggling to encompass the idea.
I join crew?
The imp flutters in an excited little circle. It points down at the distant shape of Queen's Berth and salivates at the sight of gulls landing on the rigging of the Defiant. Wait, no, okay. So... Oh, damn. Wait. Right-click for details doesn't do anything. Wonderful. Okay, I'm not sure if this was a good choice. He might just ruin the mood. I don't know. I'm gonna take him on, just see how it goes. Okay. This area is much shorter than Queen's Berth. Cool. So, I guess now we get to explore the buildings. We're gonna start with Kuztlis, exotic herbs. Sure. I guess she sells ingredients and stuff. Hello.
Why, hello. Kutstili at your service.
Kutstili. Okay. She sets down her pruning shears and looks you up and down with a warm smile.
Nice to see a friendly face. Too few of us chanced the voyage south.
Hello, fellow Orlan.
I can tell that you're new to the Deadfire. Maybe you're still getting your bearings? Some of my herbs can help with seasickness or worse afflictions.
What makes you think I got here recently?
It's nothing personal. You just have that taking everything in look about you. Give it time. It'll pass.
She reaches to brush a curl of fur behind her ear. Her gaze wanders towards Seraphon and lingers there. Then she pulls her focus back to you, blushing slightly. Oh, come on, lady, you don't like him.
Oh, ain't no shame in looking, lass.
Oh my god. Flashing a crooked grin, Seraphon bows to the herbalist. Aloth does not like this. What brings an herbalist to Periki's Overlook?
Money is the obvious answer, but I don't think that's what you're after.
She smiles.
Yes, I'm an herbalist, but I also pride myself as a florist. I think the city liked the idea of putting a flower shop somewhere visible. It's ostentatious, really. Probably the same reason why we have a magic shop next door. Periki's Overlook is a great big splash of culture and innovation, there to show travelers that the Huana are ready for the world at large.
She shrugs. Well, show me what you have for sale. Oh, she has a unique item. Apothecary's gloves. Nice. +1 to dexterity and +2 to alchemy. A twisted root doll. Is it a summon? It is a summon. A vine lurker. This bundle of roots is knotted into a rudimentary figure of a kith. The head of the doll contains an unknown gem wrapped in moss. The taut root fibers shudder and creak periodically, as if trying to pull free of its unnatural shape. Wow, she sells a lot of drugs, though. Drugs and ingredients. Oh, living steel. Nice. Do you have candied nuts? I don't think she sells food. She doesn't. Sad. Okay, lady. So I'm gonna rob your place. Okay, you just stay there.
See me coming. What is it? I'll take care. Where there's a pick, there's a wood. It's finished.
Cool. Oh, Thief's Putty. I want that. Potion of Merciless Gaze. Hits converted to crits. I want that as well.
Leave it to me.
And just normal clothes.
Ahoy.
Seraphon, go pickpocket. Thank you.
Ahoy.
Okay, small house. We're gonna check out the magic store now. The Dark Cupboard, I love the name. Oh, wait, there's someone else here.
You look thirsty. A drink, sir?
Emaita.
Quench your thirst on the way up the mountain?
Emaita inclines her head and gestures to a wagon loaded with kegs. What do you serve here?
Spirits and the like? No one this side of the slope will scorn you for a little indulgence.
She smiles.
Between us, folks tend to linger and spend coin in Perikis when they've had a few. Good for business, I say.
Okay, what do you have? Literally just, okay, alcohol. And there were also two people around here. Yeah, Tumara.
You have no right to interfere in Rawatai's business.
Huana culture isn't business, you company drudge.
Quick save.
I don't give two pyres for your tribal pride, and I wager that Arkemir cares even less.
The Omawa woman clutches her fist at her sides. Her severe features are caught in an unshakable grimace.
If this is what passes for Rautai in diplomacy, Razanui has bigger problems.
A Rawataian title roughly equivalent to Admiral. Okay, so wait, are these Juana and... No, they're both... No, I'm confused. So is she Juana and she his Rawatai?
If you've come to see Arkemir, you're too late. He left the estate on wizard business.
What's going on between you two?
Tamar and I wanted something from Arkemir. Our powers of persuasion leave much to be desired.
The wizard got his hands on a Juana tablet, the Harapo epic. I came to reclaim it for Rawatai. In the middle of my negotiations, this little pest showed up with a claim on it.
She gestures to Netehe.
The Harapo epic belongs to the Juana. The queen sent me to remind you both.
Yeah, okay, so I was right. She's Rawatai and she is Juana. Man, I'm still not fully aware of what one means and the other one as well. A tribal civilization primarily comprised of island Omawa, which have thrived in Deadfire archipelago for thousands of years. Though largely decentralized, the Juana share common values steeped in mythology and a sense of guardianship over the isles they call home. And the Rawatai, god of Aeothus, no, not what? This is wrong. It's the wrong tooltip. Oh, come on. Ah, god damn it. Okay, oh well. History. An intact primary source is a rare find for the Juana.
Akira, few outsiders can appreciate what such an artifact could mean to our people.
Posturing about cultural value is worthless. We both want the tablet for the same reason.
Wait, is there another reason you both want the tablet so badly? The pair go silent and awkwardly avoid eye contact, focusing in different directions.
There are things better left unsaid.
While I'm standing here, you mean?
Akira, I don't deny it.
I mean, I know who Arkemir is, but let's just ask, who's Arkemir?
A spellcaster, and a damn good one. Specializes in hexes and illusions. He and his apprentice run the Dark Cupboard, a local magic shop.
And how did Arkemir come to possess the tablet?
I believe that he had dealings with black market treasure hunters. Not that the queen will implicate him.
She's too preoccupied negotiating with the warmongers at her door.
And any idea where he went?
Arkamir could be drinking Kawiki wine with dead kings. There's no finding him if he doesn't want to be found.
Okay. Back to my previous questions, I guess. Okay, so what's your plan?
I might as well adjourn to the palace in Serpent's Crown and give Arkamir time to think.
Okay, checks out. So the palace is in Serpent's Crown.
What a load of... You mean to get your hands on that tablet with or without Arkamir? You island rats can barely write your own names, much less a distinguished epic.
Lady, chill. Netehe blinks at her in shock and takes a moment to smooth down the creases in her uniform.
Scamper back to the Brass Citadel and spin your own plots. I will happily do the same on my side of the island.
Okay, I guess I can speak with either of them. I have questions for Netehe before you go.
For me? I could use a reprieve.
Oh, did I mess this up? Okay, in any case, I think I prefer her to that one. I think the tablet is more aligned with the Juana. Netehe watches Tamara skulk away, turning back to you only when she's gone, and lets out a heavy sigh.
These are frustrating times we live in. What say?
Netehe opens her palms, inviting you to speak. So, any ideas on retrieve? No, I had questions about the tablet.
Akira, I say the relevance of the Harappo epic can't be overstated. It could prove a touchstone for the Juana. It could even... Sorry, you go ahead.
Why is the tablet so important to you?
It is important to all who call the Deadfire home. I only tell you this because I know you can be trusted.
Do I have like a honest reputation? Maybe?
The epic is supposed to contain information on Ukaizo.
Ukaizo. Ukaizo is a mythical island rumored to be somewhere in the Deadfire archipelago. Some legends regard Ukaizo as the wellspring of Juana culture. Others tell of riches beyond measure. All agree that Ukaizo vanished after cataclysmic storms and volcanic eruptions blotted out the horizon, but it remains to be seen if these tales possess an echo of merit or simply romanticize an ancient fantasy.
Nothing as dramatic as a set of coordinates, but anything helps. Stories are also important to the Juana. Much of who we are is still missing.
And what could the epic tell you about the Juana?
The story could speak to the values and beliefs of our ancestors. The language structure, narrative voice, and use of metaphor can tell us something about the time of its inscription.
She touches her bottom lip and glances off to the distance.
We could even... I've lost you, haven't I? Akira, I tend to go on.
Did you know about the epic before it fell into Arkamir's hands?
Akira, from the Journal of Rakua, an explorer who found the tablet on a remote island some 20 years ago. Unfortunately for Rakua, the most we found of her was her journal among the flotsam of a shipwreck.
And why is the Royal Deadfire Company so interested in the tablet? I'm guessing it's because of the tales of riches.
They think the tablet can show them...
Netehe stops herself, weighing her words with care.
Well, the way to Ukaizo.
She sighs and regards it with unease.
Akira, it's a mythical island, but that isn't stopping any of us from rushing to claim it first.
I see. Okay, that's all I wanted to know.
Akira, the pleasure is mine.
Any ideas on retrieving the Arapo epic?
There's always Hasina, Arkamir's apprentice. No love lost there if whispers are true.
Netehe shrugs.
Arkamir seems to enrage those of his inner circle, not excluding the imps.
Okay. Well, farewell to you. So they want the tablet, and she's also saying that apparently his apprentice, which supposedly works here, could have something to say about this? Let's see. I'm very excited about this dark cupboard store. Sounds cool.
This is why wizards get a bad reputation.
Is this a mess? It doesn't look like a mess. Oh, we have constructs, but we also have stealing. These exotic spices sting your eyes when you lean in to examine. A lot of stuff to steal. A shop imp. The horned bones of a godlike. The plaque simply reads, "Shoplifters beware," without context. Okay.
I got nowhere else to turn. Stonehill is going to kill me.
Don't drag me into your mess, Berteno. Not again.
Then you leave me no choice. I'm sorry.
Hey, come back with that! Medico!
So he stole something. And this is Fascina, apparently the apprentice. Oh, okay.
That flaccid pazzo!
This young wizard clutches the countertop, looking as if she's either going to vault over it or snap it in half.
Imp, you had none of that, huh?
The imp mutters to himself in a dark, guttural tone.
That's what I thought. What am I going to do? Think, Fascina.
She grabs a fistful of her hair and sighs. What was that all about?
My postenago of a lover stole Rokawa's fingers. The master will kill me if I don't get them back. He must have wanted to raise some fast coin. Arkemir will flay me alive over those damned gloves.
Fascina cradles her brow and groans. Okay. So, Arcana and Insight. Strange that the constructs didn't attack him for stealing. Yeah, indeed.
Is it strange? I don't know. Go consult Arkemir's grimoire if you're that curious.
Flustered, she finds any excuse to look elsewhere. Why does he need the money?
He said that he's in debt to a Rautayan captain by the name of Hamuto Stonehill. By all accounts, a deadly serious man.
What aren't you telling me?
Not that it's any of your business, but Berteno used to spend a lot of late nights here.
Fascina coughs into her fist and avoids eye contact.
I got into the construct's guts and marked off Berteno as a safe visitor, so they would not attack him.
Okay.
And before you ask, no, I will never do this again.
Yeah, I don't believe you. She crosses her arms resolutely. And why are these gloves so important?
You do not know Arkemir, do you? He is as cheap as a Wodican clerk. Whatever he loses from those gloves, he will take out on me. Somehow.
Okay, let's try this. If you can get me inside Archimedes' manor, I'll get your gloves back.
I cannot tell if you're stupid. Or very, very stupid.
She shakes her head slowly, weighing the matter.
Bring me the gloves and I'll give you the key to the front door.
Oh?
And we never had this discussion. Deal?
We have a deal.
I do not know where Berteno fences his goods, but he mentioned an appointment at the Bra Citadel docks.
Fascina bites her thumbnail and glares at the door, seeming to wish it would burst off its hinges.
Hamuto Stonehill must be as dangerous as he sounds, or else Berteno wouldn't be so panicked.
Okay. I don't think I have any more questions about the predicament, but tell me about yourself.
I am the apprentice of He of Many Colors. That's plain old Arkemir to you. What few spells I know have names like Arkemir's Dripping Scourge or Arkemir's Malevolent Codpiece. He made me conjure a household staff of imps. Horrible, chittering things. I think it's because he knows I hate them.
Fascina sighs and waits patiently for you to speak up. You use a lot of honorifics when you talk about Arkemir.
He makes me call him by the titles he's earned in his long career. I can also call him by the titles I've made up since the start of my apprenticeship.
She grins, glancing left and right.
To me, he's the bringer of foul wind, the teeth of suckling imps, and the herald of dirty slippers.
Okay. Well, just show me what you have for sale. Ooh. Is this a grimoire? It is. It's a very expensive grimoire. What the hell? Why is this so expensive? It has Slicken, Miasma. Well, it has some nice choices. Yeah, all of these are great choices, honestly. Malignant Cloud, Call to Slumber. What is this? Gernot's Equalizing Burst. AoE, weakened, immobilized, frightens. I guess this is random, right? Unleash a burst of chaotic energy seeps into. Maybe it does all these things. Nina God's Freezing Pillar, Wall of Draining, Killing Bolt, Wilting Wind, Grimoire, Petrification, Arcane Cleanse. Oh, okay. Don't really understand why this is so expensive. I mean, it's just spells, it doesn't have anything special. But I guess they're nice spells. Sure. She sells a lot of potions. Cool. Potions, unguents, a lot of scrolls as well. Those could come in handy, such as this one. Scroll of Insect Swarm, Pool of Eora. Ta-ta-ta. Ooh, the spine... leave that. The Spine of Thicket Green. This is an exceptional quarterstaff. Plus 20% damage against vessels and accuracy as well, and plus 2 to all plant ability power levels. I'm guessing this is very much like for druids. Ring of Focused Flame, plus 10 accuracy with fire attacks. Could be interesting. Sasha's Singing Scimitar. It's superb. And Prelude. 2% stacking action speed bonus for each held chanter phrase. That's cool. Finale. Empowering an invocation returns 3 chanter phrases. This is very nice. For a chanter, naturally. Very cool weapon. Goddamn. Leviathan's Devotion, a medium shield. Superb. Hardened Crystal, minus 15% crit damage taken and grants Pale Light. Wow. And it's an AoE. This is a very good shield. Very good shield. I love it. Spellkeeper. Plus 5 to all defenses against spells and grants Spell Cache. 2 per rest. Summons a random scroll in an empty quick slot at the start of combat. The scroll disappears when combat ends. Nah. Oh, figurine. Ooh, an Adragon. Nice. Dusty Black Grimoire. So again, just a collection of spells. Grimoire of Spark and Flame. Okay, it's very much fire-based. Lingrad's Martial Masteries. So this is focused on a fighter mage. Okay, cool. Gwyn's Bridal Garter. Waste. Plus 1 to Constitution, Resistance to Deflection, Accelerated Afflictions. Okay. Amulet of Health. Okay. And the Grimoire of Vaporous Wizardry. Oh wait, this... Is this present on all grimoires and I just missed it? Damage causes an interrupt, grants extra spell casts. Oh, this could be very good. Wait, do these also have it? No, they don't, right? Let me check the other unique one. No, it seems to be unique to this one. The spells, however, are kinda crappy. This is cool. This is cool. Cool. Yeah, but there's a lot of stuff it doesn't have. But extra spell costs? I like that. Although I don't like damage causing interrupts though. But this could be very interesting. Okay, so guess what's gonna happen now? I wonder if I should be coming here during the night time. It probably makes things a lot easier, right? Let's see. Cool. Oh. Okay. Gimme. I'll take that. Seems kind of weird I can just steal that, but okay. Diary of an Unnamed Pirate. Interesting. Agrasima. Oh. Not yet, because I might want the experience from lockpicking. I want that though. That looks mysterious. The Dark Cupboard Key. Okay, so same reasoning as before. Lock difficulty 9. Can I do it? I can. It will cost me lockpicks though.
Good sir. Keeping an eye out.
I will have to wait for this guy to leave this area though. Shoo! Shoo! You bitch. Go away. Ah, no! Oh. Okay. I guess it breaks line of sight, the pillar. Dude, go away. Okay, I don't think he goes away. Let's come over here. Let's wait. Oh, really? You bitchy.
I'll deal with this.
Yeah, because I can't do it like this. Oh, come on. I have to wait again. Okay, I'm gonna quick save now. Okay, let's see.
Where there's a pick. Done.
Okay, okay. It did not count as getting caught. I think it's because I started the lockpick before I got seen. I see. 225 experience, not bad. Oh, nice, nice, very nice. Now, I want to steal from the northern area. This area is gonna prove difficult. There's a lot of people here. Well, not now. Gimme. Oh, nice. 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 This is something to interact with. I wanted to try to steal from the shop imp because he might have some gear. Dude, this is not easy. Ooh. No! Oh, the unique stuff! Oh, that's lovely. Okay, go away. Go away. Go. God damn it. I'm gonna get that stuff. If you let me. Shoo. Good boy. Oh, yes. Okay, he doesn't have anything. Oh, there's one thing left to steal. Okay. I hadn't noticed this before. A reagent. Okay, sure. Well, we picked up a lot of stuff, which is cool. And now we also have this over here.
Salutations. Do you wish to hear your fortune?
The puppet in the box cocks his head to the side and stares at you with a vacant expression. He taps the metal coin slot expectantly. I wish I was big. He opens and closes his mouth, his eyes shifting left and right in a manner that seems purely mechanical.
I don't know what you expect me to do about that. Apologies. But thank you for sharing all the same.
What's your story?
I got on Archimere's bad side and didn't exactly survive the experience.
Wow.
I'm not really supposed to chat with customers.
He taps the coin slot and winks at you. Metaphysics. I wasn't aware it was possible to bind the soul to this type of contraption.
How about you get yourself over to the Animancer's Tower in the Sacred Stair, then? No need to gawk at me.
Do the Juana have any problem with Archimere holding you here as a slave?
The Queen is too pleased at having an Archmage at her disposal to care.
His hinged mouth twitches in a sad smile. So the Queen is Juana.
I can't blame her. The Juana have got it rough. We all need coin in the end.
Do any of your fortunes actually come true?
Sure. All the time.
That doesn't sound like it. He stares at you unblinkingly, daring you to call him a liar. Sure, take 1 copper, I'd like to hear my fortune. The puppet's eyes close and he steeples his fingers. You hear gears whirring and clicking inside the box. His eyes reopen, this time with an amber glow.
I see a fork in the road. There's a statue of a human. Someone in robes. Take the left fork. If you go right, it could get ugly. Don't ask me why. I'm
interested to know if this is actually something that will happen in the future. So, a statue of a human in robes. I have to take the left fork. Okay.
I can see no more. Unless you give me another pyre.
Why would I say this? I'd like to hit another fortune.
I see an island. Its shores are pitted, wreathed in fire. But you are bound to go there. Someone awaits you. A man, I think. An old friend.
Okay, so what does this do? You're not very good at this, are you?
I just told you an accurate fortune. You'll be thanking me when it comes true. Oh, Ifrin, you were right. I can't believe I ever doubted you. That's what you'll say. Guaranteed.
Okay, farewell. Well, an island on fire, an old friend, and a fork on the road. Then I have to go left. What is this? Oh, the critter cleaver. We got a letter about this. Pets available for sacrifice? No. Creature assembly. Pets available for creation. Drag in a pet sleeve. Drag in pet for bonuses. Huh? Ah, wait. Oh, so if I sacrifice a pet, I gain this look, like a skin. And I can also gain this bonus. I see. So what? Like, if I sacrifice Epsilon and I sacrifice, for example, Cosmo, then I could assemble a creature that looked like Epsilon but got Cosmo's bonuses. I think that's what they want to do here. It might actually prove useful for Chauncey. Because let's be honest, Chauncey's bonuses aren't particularly good. With the exception of him being the cutest pet in the whole entire world. Let me just put this over there. Ooh, exceptional small shield. Nice. Wait, is this even better than what it there has? 4 and 4, that's 8. Yup, it is better. Because it's the same thing, but without the penalty. There you go there. Wait, sorry, what? Ah. Okay. Amulet of max health. I should be using it, but I want this for when we are out of combat. So let me just place this here, maybe. We also stole an exceptional scale mail. 9. Let me just compare this here. 10. 9, 8. Yeah, I prefer this one, so take it. Ooh, looking sexy. This is a quarterstaff for someone else, and then we'll see whatever else I want. This can go away from here. Okay.
Well,
so yeah, I have to explore. Oh, I have to talk to the shop imp as well.
Shop imp, greetings.
This imp mutters something dark and hateful under its breath. It regards you with narrow, wandering eyes and flared nostrils. What was that?
Buy something.
He makes a rude gesture towards the shop's wares. Why are you so hostile?
It's not hostile. It's just imp.
He bares his teeth and hisses to emphasize his point. He aims a fearful glance toward Facina and lowers his voice.
Is imp and is sad.
Aww. His expression falls. New sags, wrinkles, and edges grow definition.
Facina spends too much time away from shop, leaving me to fend for self. His bad enough master won't let me leave stupid shop.
Why do you think Facina spends so much time away?
She hates her work, hates Arkamir, hates me. Reason enough.
He counts on each finger, then balls his claw into a fist. So, you're not angry at all, are you?
Imp's complicated. Kids think we have two big emotions, angry and happy.
He smacks his lips and stumbles on the longer, more nuanced words.
But Kith can't smell Imp spray. Jovial spray, melancholy spray, creative spray, Imp spray all over everything.
To accentuate the point, the little puff of foul-smelling effluvia wafts out of an orifice that was not evident a second ago.
Go on,
God.
I don't care.
Okay, what do you have for sale? Well, I think he sells the same thing that Facina sells. Yeah. Yeah, okay.
What is it? As you wish.
So, what about up here? Oh, I have to finish the episode. I get distracted in these areas. Oh. I want to check this out, but... Okay. It's gonna be a cliffhanger, both for you guys and myself. I'm gonna stop the episode here, guys. As always, thank you so much for being here with me, watching some Pillars of Eternity 2 Deadfire. I hope you guys are having fun. If you have any questions or suggestions, leave a comment below. If you guys are enjoying the content, consider subscribing for more. There's videos coming out every single day. And I hope to see you all in the next episode. Until then, stay safe, everyone.